I think we're live. I think we are.
It shows we're live for 13 seconds.
All right, we've been live. Hello, everyone. Let me pull y'all up so I can see because the comments aren't working. I don't know. Hopefully, we're live. Hey, I finally just said we're live. Okay, great. Yeah. So there is a lag.
There always has been.
Okay. I know we didn't post that we were going live. This is like spur of the moment. Today was pajama day at church, so we are in our pajamas, but I'm freezing as always. And we're not crafting today. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just coming on here to say we wish you all a wonderful and safe New Year's. We want nothing but the best for you all. We hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. Yep, I'm working on something. We've been working on something in our private group. We wanted to give you guys a quick update for 2024. We will still be crafting as well. We will be in. Hi, Shauna.
Hi, Shauna.
But in 2024, not only are we going to be crafting, we will be in the kitchen a lot. Whenever we have company over, they always ask us for me to make my enchiladas. That is the number one requested meal they want. That or my little steak sandwiches. And I don't even eat steak, but I love these sandwiches that I created. What else was the other meal? I don't know. I just go in the kitchen and I create and make up different foods. I create from the heart and from taste and seasonings and spices. And sometimes I get a little carried away with spices. I'll even admit that. But anyhow, that being said, I hope you're having a wonderful day, Shauna, and everybody else that's watching. That being said, we're going to do a lot of recipes from the kitchen. It'll be meals. There will be times it's going to be a live studio audience in the kitchen, not in here, in the kitchen, and they'll be sitting there eating my food, and they can let you know if it's gross or if it's good, because not everybody has the same taste buds. What else? And then there'll be times where we won't find anybody to come over and eat our food, so you'll just have to take our word for it. Okay, whatever. Anyhow, not only will we be cooking, we want to announce to all of you, my private group knows, they're the ones that have encouraged me to go ahead and move forward with this. It's going to be so much fun because we're doing so much in 2024. It's not going to be just crafting. It's going to be inspiration from everywhere. And with that being said, our name is Positive Creations. And it was Read Some More, but we got hacked. But anyhow, that being said, it's Positive Creations. So let's break that down. Positive, always do everything with a positive attitude. Number 2, creations. Doesn't matter if you're crafting in the craft room or if we're in the kitchen, we're creating a creation. We're creating a masterpiece of food as well. I talked with our private group and they have kind of like given me the extra little push that I needed and said, yeah, do it. I'm going to be starting a podcast. This is going to be my editor. Excuse me. I got out and about, went to church today, so my sinuses are killing me every time I go outside. What else is coming up for 2024? Or did I just cover it all?
As far as I know, you covered it all.
I guess we covered it all. But I do want to show and tell with all of you. I'm not going to tell you how we made them. I'm not going to show you how we made them. So please don't ask because I cannot tell you. We made these items in our paid private group. And if I show everybody on our public live, then I would show you what we done in our private group. And that's not fair to the people that are actually paying. So as a lot of you know, I don't use patterns. I create as I think, and I make something as I'm going along. That's just how I'm wired. That's just me. That's just how I do it. And my private group is a testimony to that. They have seen me firsthand do this because I told them I don't have a pattern, but let me think about a pattern for this. So yeah, I've had to sit down and come up with patterns on how I made something, but I've showed them. I don't use patterns. I don't purchase patterns from anybody. I just go to sleep and I dream of stuff. And then I wake up and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to make. This is what I'm going to do. And I think maybe this is how I'm going to do it. Sometimes it's a flop and sometimes it's a go, and it comes out great. That being said, I'm going to show you things that we did right before Christmas. And yeah, and it's okay if you don't like what we did. It's okay. It's not going to bother me if you don't like it, but I like it. For me not having a pattern, me just thinking, in my brain, this is what I want to do, and I want it to look like this. The first one I ever made, and I'm going to show you the first one compared to the second one. We made them two different ways, and I did show my private group that. And I absolutely, I absolutely love them. And for being my first one ever, not having a pattern and just going by my brain, I think it turned out really well. And if you disagree, that's okay. We can all agree to disagree, and we're just going to move on. So that being said, this is project number 1. We made a snow girl. She has little feet on her, and she does stand, but she has to have some kind of assistance because, the one leg is a little messed up, but that's okay. As long as she's standing up against something, she'll stand. And yes, her arms do have a wire in there, and they are bendable, and yes, they can move. So this is project number 1, and we use different materials for each one. Don't ask me what materials, because my paying private group paid me to teach them this. And so it wouldn't be fair if I took that and told you guys everything how I did it. So I'm going to be more alert about things like that. And number 2, yes, he does stand on his own.
Shauna said you did amazing on those.
Oh, thank you. See, he's standing, no assistance. And we did a little different with him. And this is the boy. And these are going to be a gift to someone. I haven't gotten them shipped out yet to that person. But then again, it's for my sister. She loves snowmen. She's obsessed. So this is what we were working on in our private group. He has a little hat and scarf. So yes, we're still going to continue our private group in the year 2024. We're going to move forward with that. And I'm still going to push my people in my group to go and be the very best. And I'm going to keep pushing them. So that being said, those are the things for 2024 that's going to be ahead, right?
As far as I know.
Okay. And with our podcast, it's going to have a little bit of everything in there. But as well, I feel like it's important that I start this podcast in 2024 because a lot of things have happened in my life that affected me from childhood all the way up to present day. So I want to speak about those things and give my point of view and my perspective on those things. And it doesn't mean that anybody has to agree with me. And that's okay. It's okay to be different. It's okay to not have the same perspective on things. And the thing of it is when you're listening to somebody's podcast and you're listening to their truths, it's going to differ from anybody else's truths. Let's start there by saying that. Everybody's going to agree to disagree, and that's okay. Some of the things that I will be talking about is from my childhood. And the only person I really associate with is my sister. And that being said, I knew it was a hard conversation I was going to have a talk with her about. And I did have that conversation with her late last night. I spoke my piece, and it wasn't mean or anything like that. And I wasn't being aggressive. I just, explained to her, this is where I'm at in life, and this is where I need to be. And in order for me to get from here to here, I need to do this. I can't skip the middle. So the only way I know how to do this is by doing a podcast and sharing my truths. And you need to understand your truths is going to differ from my truths because we were treated differently growing up, and you know this. So that being said, she understood. She understands where I'm at, and she gave me her blessings, and she told me to go for it. So look for podcast. They're going to be coming out. Have we decided how we're going to do them?
Last I heard was you said something about doing them on TikTok and
We thought about doing it on
Sure.
TikTok,
on Facebook.
on Facebook, because on TikTok you get like 10 minutes. I think 10 minutes is a great length of time, but we can also edit those and put them up on Facebook. On here on the business page so you guys can see them. You guys can follow us along. If you don't have TikTok, and I understand that not everybody wants TikTok, and I get that because we just recently started TikTok, and I'm like, I didn't want another social platform because I struggle now to keep up. But anyhow, we went ahead to TikTok, and I haven't really posted on there in a while just because I needed that break away from social media. I needed a break from everything. Thank you. I'm excited. Thank you for being excited for me because I'm pretty excited. And we did go to church today. And after church, we went out to eat. We haven't been out to eat in so long because we stopped going out to eat because that costs money, and it costs a lot of money. And for that price, I can come home and fix a meal for way less than that and make it taste just as good. But we decided to go ahead and go out to eat because I was telling Charlie Brown, I need that social gathering. I need to be social with other adults because I haven't been anywhere. But anyhow, that being said, we went out to eat with some friends and we all gathered and everything. And when we were sitting there, I told them that I was going to start doing this podcast, and I told them my thoughts and feelings about things. And I shared a few things with them, not a lot, because I want them to come and watch the podcast. Okay. As well. And I told them the same thing I told my sister. This podcast is not about getting publicity. It's not about fame. It's about me releasing these toxins that are inside of me from childhood up till present day. And no, I'm not saying he's toxic. I'm not saying that at all. So don't think that. But I am excited about it, and I feel like it's a great big step forward in my life. And I think this is going to help me in the long run. We sat and talk openly about a lot of things, and I asked him what his thoughts, his feelings are, because those are important to me. And what do you say?
It don't matter to me.
Absolutely. We will be sharing those on our other social media platforms, such as YouTube, such as Facebook, such as where?
I mean,
Instagram we're not too worried about, but where else?
The other ones we got in Instagram and Pinterest.
Yeah, Pinterest, and
so
I probably won't be sharing those, but
on those platforms.
Yeah, the most you can do is a 10-minute video on TikTok, and I think that's a plenty amount of time. But I do want to get several of them made up ahead of time and then get those edited and then start posting them. And so they will all be numbered. Part 1, part 2, part 3. So you can start from the beginning and follow me on this journey. During these time of the podcast, I will be very vulnerable. I know there's going to be trolls out there that are going to have something negative to say, and that's okay. I'm ready for that because you know what? That's something I'm used to. So with that being said, I also have goals and dreams and plans and expectations for my life. I don't know about you.
I live day by day.
He's a simple man. These dreams that I have and these goals that I have set for myself, I know they're never going to happen until I take that jump, until I let it be known where I want to go be in life, what I want to do. So with that being said, I went back to my sister and we talked a lot, via text. And because I don't think I was ready to hear her voice just yet because of all of this going on. But yeah, she was so willing and she said, yeah, go ahead. She needed her time to process this. So I didn't want to bombard her, but I'm telling you, I sent her a paragraph this long, if not longer. And I just laid everything out for her. And I told her, I'm not going to use the names of my siblings. I won't use the names of my parents. It's not about bashing them. It's not about degrading them. It's about my truth. And a lot of times those things come to the forefront. And what triggered all of this, if you guys are asking what triggered this, well, it was this past Christmas. It triggered a lot of stuff. And that being said, I'm not going to go into details because you'll have to watch the podcast to know why. Thanks. I'm excited about it. So, anything else? And my friends from church, like I said, when we were eating lunch today, you know, we sat and we had a long talk about a lot of things, and they were encouraging me. They said, you need to do this. You need to do this. This is something you need to do. You should do this. Do this. Do this. You need to do this. So it's kind of like anybody I talk to, it's like I'm looking for that one reason not to do it. And nobody's giving me that one reason not to do it. So I'm like, okay, God, I got it. I got it, God. Okay, I got it. So we're doing it.
No, I'm fine.
He's tired. He's tired. His belly's full because he ate all of his plate.
Then I had to eat some of hers.
Yeah, I didn't even eat half of mine, and he ate what was left. Well, almost all of what was left of mine. Yeah. Plus, he ate some of the chips and the salsa. They were like Toofus and the chips and salsa. I was like, I think I had 3 chips. 3 chips total. And that was it. I didn't have any, maybe 4. I don't know. I didn't have any more. I'm being a good girl. I know what I've lost. So I know. No, I was being a good girl. But he ate. And that's okay. And that's okay. I'm happy for him. Right?
Sure.
Yeah. And I think you're ready to go play your video game, ain't you?
No, I'm not asking to.
Oh. Yep. So I'm excited, and I've been talking his head off, and she's eating chips and salsa now.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what he's been eating at the restaurant. So there were some comments that came up, and I was trying to read. Sorry, I'm not being mugging y'all. I just can't see. That's another goal for 2024. Go to the eye doctor and get my new glasses so I can have glasses to see. That's going to be another goal. Yeah. Any other goals? No? You
No.
just done?
Oh, I'm done.
He's just done.
You're done.
He's been watching Westerns too. He was in there playing his video game yesterday. Can I tell him that?
I don't care.
Yeah, he was playing his video game yesterday, and it was hilarious. Not to be mean or anything like that, because I would never be mean to him. So I may give you a hard time, but I would never be mean. There's a smile. There it is.
Whatever.
He was sitting on the edge of his chair, and he was playing that game, and all of a sudden I see him going. I went, T, K, wake up before you fall off the chair. He jumped up and looked at me and he goes, don't you ever do that again? He was sitting on the edge of the chair, and I didn't want him to go head first.
Payback. What makes a difference? You laugh.
I would. I told him, I said, do not ever fall, because I'm going to laugh at you first before I call 911. And I won't be able to stop laughing while I'm on the phone with 911. I will be laughing and giggling, and they'll be like, ma'am, this is not an emergency. Yes, he really fell. But then I'd laugh hysterically. So don't ever fall in front of me. I'm honest.
And they wouldn't show up. Then there I'd be laying with a broken neck.
I would have the neighbors call. Can you call 911? He done fell, and I can't stop laughing. Oh, it was so funny the way he fell.
Sure.
So yeah. So we just want to come on here and say that. And like I said, we'll be in the kitchen a lot because I got a lot of recipes to share. Some desserts, some solid foods. What else?
I don't know. It's your program.
He just wants to go watch Westerns.
No.
What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Ask him what he wants to do.
I don't know.
Do you want to eat?
No. I'm full.
He's still full. Yay. I may not have to fix dinner tonight. All right.
So is that it?
Yep, you got your mouse? Alrighty, well, that's all we want to do is just come on and give you guys an update and say Happy New Year's, and I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. And stay tuned because there's a lot of things. And if you ever want to join our private group, just get a hold of me and let me know. Because, yes, our Etsy shop is now deactivated. We got a hold of them. We said, you're not taking another dime out of my account. And if you do, it's going to be fraud. We've told you to deactivate our account. And it was still up. And we got a message in our Etsy account from somebody asking questions about something that we had in there for sale. And I'm like, no. So yes, our Etsy account is now deactivated, and we went in there and manually did it, and then you have to send a notification, yada da yada da yada. Basically, they want your firstborn before you can deactivate your account. I'm like, you can have him, okay? Just deactivate the account, okay? So yes, but we do have some other exciting news for that later on, not right now. So we'll talk more about that when that time comes and when it happens. Alrighty, anything else?
She made another comment, didn't she?
Much love to you. And she said, it's going to be a long time. See y'all next year.
There you go.
See y'all next year, and stay tuned because there's going to be some exciting things coming up. All right. Much love to you guys, and Happy New Year's. Bye everyone. See? Stupid computer technology. Ugh. That's what I don't like.